Well, hello out there. How's everybody doing? It's everybody's favorite conservative in New York, Christopher Wright, here to present you with another one of my infamous walk and talk videos. Of course, remember, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, and click the little bell icon when you're finished so you'll be alerted of future content. Okay, with that said, today's topic is going to be about what? Oh boy. Okay, first and foremost, it's going to be about the whole LeBron James situation and all that good stuff. If I made a video prior to this, probably about a little over a month ago, a couple months ago maybe, about LeBron James. I recommend you go watch that one first if you can, kind of get a heads up about where I stand on this whole situation, get an idea. But it's going to be about the recent statement with LeBron James saying that, you know, talking about the NFL, saying it's ran by old white racist men, and you know, it's slave mentality and all that stuff like that that the players have and all that. Okay, with that said, first and foremost, if those players have a slave mentality, LeBron, you have a victimhood mentality. And I said this in my first video, I'm going to say it again. This is further proof of LeBron's victimhood mentality. And I got a lot of people in the comment section of my last video, mostly positive, but some negative people saying, oh, you know, what do you mean? He's, you know, he's this great man and all this good stuff like that. And it's like, I'm not saying LeBron's not great, he's a great athlete. He's, you know, to me, he's done some things off the court that aren't bad. I'm not going to say the school is one of them. If you take a look into the school, you see there's a lot of weird sketchiness going on with that school that, to me, I know he probably isn't even responsible for even starting in the first place. Somebody probably put that in his ear, some, you know, Democrat leader, so they can put him out there because, you know, they like to use their black puppets to try to get something pushed, agenda pushed. And LeBron is one of those black puppets, in my opinion. So, with that said, this is why I say this is why LeBron's victim mentality. I'll make it clear for you in this video. I don't want people to walk away from this video saying, well, I don't see why LeBron is considered a victim mentality. This is another example. This is why. LeBron is a multimillionaire. He's making, oh my, who knows how many millions this guy's making at this point, you know, more than Jordan did at his career, at the point of his career playing in the NBA, put it that way. You know, it's a new generation, of course, more money in the NBA, so that goes hand in hand, but I just want to make that clear. LeBron's making a lot of money, and what are you supposed to do as to me, in my opinion, as a black leader in LeBron's position, when you have opportunity to speak to the black community, you're supposed to tell them the positive things about where you're at and how you got where you're at. You didn't get there, LeBron, by playing victim and crying and playing the blame game. You got there from hard work, practice, you know, just, you know, of course, physical ability that you were, that's part of it, that you worked on, another part you were blessed with. And, you know, that's how you got to where you're at in the NBA. You didn't get there by crying and playing victim. But yet, when you're questioned to tell other blacks how did you get where you're at, you play victim. You tell them, oh, you know, we're all slaves and oh, there's nothing we can do and the white man owns this and all that. What's that going to do for young blacks? You think they're going to hear that and go practice in the NBA on the court? They're going to hear that and want to join Black Lives Matter and start a revolution. And when they go out in the streets and get a felony, there goes their career. Not forget NBA, I mean, their full-time job, get a decent full-time job career. So that's what you're doing, LeBron, when you do that. That's why I call it victimhood mentality. Because you're supposed to be educating blacks. Let me switch arms real quick. You're supposed to be educating blacks on what they're supposed to be doing next, the next step in life, and in a positive way. And you look at the athletes I grew up watching, Jerry Rice, Michael Jordan, you know, athletes like that. When they were questioned about, hey, how do you guys get to where you're at? You know, be like Mike. Mike was saying, you know, eat healthy, work hard, exercise. He was saying that the positive things of how he got where he's at, and is telling other black youth to get where they're at. And he points at the NFL and says this is ran by white slave owners. And yes, there's a majority of white owners in the NFL, and so in the NBA. I mean, the only black owner I know in the NBA is Michael Jordan. Again, the GOAT, the greatest that ever played the game. And this is further proof of why Jordan's the greatest, because you see how Jordan carries himself when it comes to this whole situation. You know, Jordan, for on the court, it's no question. You know, no Game 7 in the finals, only Game 6. You know, 6 rings, no losses in the finals. You know, 10 times scoring champion, defensive player of the year in '88. I forgot how many first defensive teams he was on. I mean, just an overall better player. And so he beats LeBron on the court, obviously. And part of that is, you know, my opinion, I said in the first video, and I say it again, is the fact that Jordan grew up in that two-parent household. Had a father and mother, and we all know how James Jordan affected Jordan's life, his father, throughout his life, and how he was a big part of him becoming the man that he became. So we've got to go there. But LeBron, raised by just his mother, and by some of the video evidence I've seen of her and the fan and the crowd and games, like she seems like she might be a little bit about something, a little something else. Yeah, she's living on the ratchet side. I'll put it that way. So, you know, you see how LeBron acts, and you see the effect it has on him. He, to me, is more of an emotional player, an emotional person in general. Like, you know, remember when he lost in the finals against Dallas Mavericks back in the Miami, he played for the Heat, and after the game, after the final game, they interviewed him and said, oh, well, you guys got to go back to your middle-class jobs, and I go back to my $1 million mansions. And it just shows you his mentality. It's that, back to that victimhood mentality, man. Like, instead of manning up and just admitting, hey, I had a bad series, I choked, which he did. If you watch that series against Dallas and Miami, he choked. It was mostly his fault they lost that series. You know, instead of manning up and saying, hey, I got to work hard, I got to work hard on my mental training as well as my physical training and come back next year, he started blaming the fans. Victimhood mentality goes right to being a victim. He acts like an emotional female in a male's body sometimes. And you never see Jordan acting like that. You don't see Jordan crying and pointing fingers and blaming other people. You don't see him getting all emotional and dancing around the court, you know, all the buffoonery that LeBron is always doing. And when he loses, you see how he acts. He can't man up. He can't do what he's supposed to do. So, just a further example of why Jordan is the greatest. Again, the GOAT. I keep saying it, on the court and off the court. You see, once he retired, he worked to get to where he's at now. He's the owner of the NBA team now. So, for like I said, again, the only black owner I know in NBA. So come on, man, this guy is always winning. This guy's always stepping up, man. He's always taking it to the next level. And you never hear Jordan saying, oh, the white man this, the white man that. Jordan knows everybody buys his sneakers at the end of the day. White, black, Asian. So he's a businessman. He's, you know, hardworking. He's a leader. And he, you know, he tells the black youth, you know, the truth, man, whenever he was questioned. Instead of lying and getting them in victimhood mode so they go out and do something stupid because they think they're doing the right thing because they can't win. And there's no way they can take it. There's no way as a black person in America they can take it to the next level. You know, so it's time. It's time to wake up and get the truth, man. Get it out there. You know, LeBron, once again, man, it's, you know, he's been doing this for quite a bit of time, man. He's been doing this for a while, and it's starting to show now, especially here in LA. You know, LeBron, to me, he puts, you know, the stats before anything, you know, and it shows even here. You know, this guy, at this point in his career, he's just packing up the stats, and he's always coming out and have some kind of political message. Just like it's in the first video, Lauren Ingram nailed it. LeBron, shut up and dribble. Seriously, man. You're an athlete, you're an entertainer, you're here to entertain us by playing a sport. We're not here to get some political advice for you of how to make the country better. Obviously, we don't need you for that, because every time you speak, something foolish comes out of your mouth. And I used to be a big LeBron fan when it came to on the court, you know. And, you know, and some things they said off the court, he's done, when you look at his sons and, you know, things he's done for them and, you know, charity work he's done. So he's done some good things off the court as well. But he just overall, when he speaks, when it comes to matters of what's going on in the country, he just fails. So it's time for him just to me, to stay in your lane, man. Do what you do. You know, pun intended, stay in your lane and move on, man. And just see the bigger picture, and I hope everybody out there just really understands and see the way LeBron carries himself, why Jordan will always be the greatest, you know. And this is just, again, further proof. So just want to drop that message for everybody today. Hope everybody enjoyed today's walk and talk, and, you know, enjoys the weekend. And God bless everybody out there. And of course, God bless America. Adios.